Chaos in the kitchen. Now, dearie, said Aunt Flora to little Aurea or Arroya, Arroya, I think it says. It's time for your nap. Flora had just given the baby, who was now named Bria Briar Rose, her bottle and settled her in her cradle. Time to make supper, Forrest said to Funa and Merryweather, turning away from the snoozing baby princess and clapping her hands together purposefully. For Fiona and Merryweather gave each other uneasy grins. It was the first meal of the three fairies had to prepare in the little cottage in the woods, where they would live until Aurora's 16th birthday. The king and queen had sent their beloved daughter into hiding to try to protect her from a curse laid on the princess by the evil fairy Maleficent. In order to be sure to keep Arroya well hidden, the three fairies had vowed to give their magic wands and live as ordinary humans. None of them had ever cooked, cleaned, or cared for a baby before. This was going to be quite an adventure. Now remember, dearies, said Flora firmly, we are to use no magic when preparing this meal. The fairies sighed. This was not going to be easy. I shall cook a stew, announced Merryweather. The others thought that was a wonderful idea. What a cozy meal for their first night in the cottage. Stew sounded hearty and delicious. I'll bake some blueberry biscuits and mash the potatoes, said Flora. Are you sure you know how? Asked Fiona. How hard could it be? Said Flora. Fiona, why don't you make a salad? I'll try, said Fiona brightly. So Merryweather chopped meat and vegetables. Flora mixed flour and water for the biscuits, and Fiona chopped and diced the salad vegetables. But an hour later, dinner still wasn't ready. Merryweather's stew smelled like old boots. Flora opened the oven and pulled out her biscuits, which were not only blackened, but also flat as pancakes. The mashed potatoes were terribly lumpy, and somehow most of the salad's greens had ended up on the floor. The three fairies looked at each other in dismay. Back to the drawing board, girls, said Flora. But let's not be too hard on our slaves after all. We've got 16 years to learn how to cook without magic. And that's how long it's going to take, replied Fiona. Merryweather laughed. Fiona was obviously joking, wasn't she?